And now we have a treat. We have a Serenity's Orion against Keith's Guitars. Oh, and he had an opportunity, but Serenity's didn't take it against Keith.
Yeah, just absolutely silver platter to stock there, and Serenity just wasn't ready. Like, I get it. Like, you see your opponent just do something that's just so out of character, and you're just not ready. Like, if you were ready for it, yeah, you could punish it like crazy. But you're just like, wait, what is going on here? And you just don't react fast enough.
Yeah, and now we're seeing Keith reacting fast enough there with these side air options against Serenity. The side lights, he went for neutral light, but gets the down light recovery instead. He's not going for last side light down lights. There we go. That landed that time. Gets that recovery option. And now Serenity's got that legendary Lance, which Lance is known for countering guitars. It's just because of how the range difference is.
Yep.
But Keith is not really showing that with that guitar side air option.
Hey, listen, that's one thing. If you are going to be a specialist in a weapon, you need to know the ins and outs of every possible matchup with that weapon, right? And I feel like Keith, regardless of the fact that you see Rocket Lance there, he's like, look, I know like what the problem is here. I just have to take my time. You kind of do like this weird like in and out type movement, and like you'll bait out a move eventually, and then you just go ahead for the counter hit, and that's exactly what we saw there. Now Keith starting to get into the red here a little bit now with the spear. Really kind of putting down some damage here, but now Serenity just looking a little bit sluggish.
Yeah, Serenity is kind of having a rough time taking that momentum over Keith, especially with how aggressive Keith is playing. Serenity is landing some really good opportunities with these dare options and these light attacks. But right now, Keith's getting all this damage build up. Now swapping over to Sword to get these knockout options, because it's one of the better weapons to get these knockout options with. And that side signature comes out, and that side signature with Azuri is very dangerous. And we're seeing that now with Keith now having a 2-stock lead over Serenity.
Oh, okay, they were going for a crazy. Oh no, this is not good. Okay. Woo. All right, for a second there, I thought that Serenity was just not going to come back, because it's like, I don't know what it is about, but guitars, like they get that one opening and then go for like, what was it? Like that. No way.
Oh, you know, he's okay. I'm about to say he almost got the knockout option on the Serenity with those dares. Tries to do it again. These dare options are countering Serenity. You see down in the dare again. We see a knockout option. There's a side air. But look at him go off the sledge.
No. Okay, there we go. Not gonna quite take that stock here, but that might be it. And it sure is. I like that. Even in defeat, Serenity is gonna be throwing out taunts there. It does not matter. They're here for a good time, not a long time. And as you can see, it wasn't a long time.
Yeah, and Keith, I mean, I was going off because I saw 5 dare options land. I'm like, there's got to be a knockout opportunity coming out of Keith somewhere. And it just came down to these downlight dare options. I mean, and I do got to give credit to Serenity, though. I love their mindset going into this. Whether they win or lose, they're willing to taunt and have some fun. You know, that's not, you don't see that a whole lot. You just see a lot of aggressiveness, a lot of taunting to get into the opponent's mindset. But I like Serenity's mindset with this. This has been pretty cool. And now they're swapping over to a completely different character, which is going to be interesting. They got Axe now. So let's see how the Axe does against Keith. Because, I mean, you know, it's like almost like a mid-range, heavy, aggressive weapon.
Yeah. I mean, he's got some pretty quick moves, too, considering how hard it does hit sometimes. But, yeah, we'll definitely see how it plays out right now. I feel like Keith is just not bothered by it at all, just continuing to play their game.
Yeah, and you brought that up where they're just trying to play their game, and it's working so far, and Serenity's kind of having a rough time countering it. You know, they're going back to that spear. I mean, Serenity's been doing very, very well with spear so far tonight. I think they wanted to change their secondary, but so far, Keith just knocked out Serenity and has a half-stock lead.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah, not gonna be able to take that stock. And on a fresh stock here, Keith is definitely going to be looking to get some sort of extra credit. There we go. There's just a little bit of something, nothing too crazy. Oh, wait, no. Here's a little bit more.
Yeah, and I mean, for Serenity to swap that secondary with the Axe, the guitars for Keith are just too aggressive for Serenity to really adjust to with this Axe. You know, you're going to have to, Serenity's having to change their playstyle completely to adjust with this Axe, and Keith's are just running them through right now. And there's that down signature. Oh my god.
Another stock gone.
Dude, and Keith's guitars are like fantastic. And
Yeah,
if you were
something's
to,
been awoken in him after losing that set earlier. Like, he's angry. He wants to get right back up there. What are you taunting for?
I think Serenity's kind of realized, like, yeah, I gotta get into this guy's mental if I want to be able to win it, you know. And that's how Serenity won their last game, right? But Keith's not giving them that. We do see Serenity come in with that signature knockout, but you know, I see why they're doing it. But I think Keith is not fazed by it at all.
I mean, the fact that you got punished for doing it once already, and then, like, I don't know. I just, like, I get it, but like, if you're trying to win the mental game and it's just not working, just start playing the regular game. That's just what I'm trying to get at.
Serenity's mindset, from how I'm seeing it, is I think it's almost like hyping themselves up. Because once they did that, they got aggressive, and they did very well at countering Keith. And now, I mean, he's got that mental control back, like we're seeing with the GC down late in the side air. But either way, Keith does go ahead and take that game to their name. But Serenity, I think, was starting to find the counter to it a little bit with that spear. But that axe is just not the option for them. It really isn't. So they're back to their Orion.
All right, well, we're gonna see, I think, just one more attempt here, kind of speed running through this loser semis. Yeah, I don't know. Serenity's got to do something here. I don't know what it is. Maybe less taunts for one, but if it is just more of a hyping themselves up, all right, yeah, by all means, keep doing it. But right now, yeah, Keith is just way too dominant at the moment. I don't know. I just don't see this like really turning around.
I wonder how Serenity would do with the secondary of Orion, which is Lance. You know, Lance is the direct counter to Guitars. You know, it's got the range difference, and I think we know Serenity's good with it. They need to stop going for that ground pound, though, because Keith knows that they're going to ground pound very quickly, and they're just dodge reading it. Now, Serenity can be like, hey, you know, if he expects me to ground pound, can I do an option against his dodge read? That might be a really cool opportunity for him.
Well, part of the problem is that game one we saw the Lance versus Guitars, and honestly, Keith just bodied him.
I agree.
Like, I get that Lance is a counter, but like, I don't know, just not here.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can see what you're getting at 100%. I mean, because what other options does Serenity have? He's going to have to pop off with a spear, which they can. Don't get me wrong. They're just having a difficult time doing it unless they have the momentum, and taking the momentum from Keith. Maybe with these platforms, they can do something with it. You know, maybe they can change it around, but so far these platforms are benefiting Keith so far.
Yeah, throwing out the sig there, gonna get a quick little punish, and then try to get a sig of them.
Whoa! That's the way to knock out Serenity! That's the way. I've never seen that in all my time running events or commentating events. See someone do a neutral signature that far down and knock off the ceiling. And now he's got the momentum, and that's what I was talking about! But he just saved him and knocked himself out! No!
Oh my god. See, I know the tag is Serenity, but they are anything but. Like, there's nothing serene here. It's just absolute chaos from start to finish.
They're not living up to their name, man. We're seeing that now, and oh, jeez. And I don't know. This Guitar slightly down late into down stage. There we go. Nice job by Serenity. He's just trying. He's getting. I think once he's been getting into the mental of Keith, they're just going crazy. But Keith's like, you know what? My mental's back. I'm gonna go and knock you out, and I'm gonna take this set over you. And that's a good way to do it, Keith. He's been able to really adjust his mental very, very well against Serenity. But that off-edge neutral was crazy. Look how far they are down. Oh
that was literally one of the most